Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves yet another 1,000-year blower banner. Man, I can't catch a break with summoning, but anywho, let's just take a look at what we are getting. I already covered this in stream, but I'm gonna break down the entire banner for you guys, just so that way you guys understand how this mid-month banner is gonna be. Now, this is a crown summons. There's not gonna be any type of individual banners whatsoever, so it's just this banner and only this alone. So the masculine is finally coming into the game for the first time ever in BBS, and we have a new Candice incoming, which is pretty good. Like, the swimsuit one being a NAD character just didn't really help it, so it's nice to see a new one. And this is her base form too, which is pretty interesting to take note of. And look, the thing about Candice is, imagine 1,000-year blower Rukia, right? The mind one. What if she were given a better kit? This is what Candice would basically be. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Now, I've said that Rukia is still quite solid to use in Guild Quest, but even I do not like the fact that she has that stupid boosting SA2. It just never really helped out her case whatsoever, and it didn't help with the fact that the character had a suction vortex and could not inflict ailments. It just made her significantly worse compared to most of the newer characters that have come out. But for her performance, she did do well. It's just that she needed to be done better. And then this Candice right here, just stupid. It's just stupid. So let's go over the character. This is going to be a ranged character with the Captain Killer Plus. So she is going to be taking over Bambi and 6th Anniversary Aizen for the ranged Captain Guild Quest. So it's about damn time, because I'm going to be honest, Bambi needs to go into retirement house because she is not that good anymore. So the soul trait is strong attack reaches time of minus 14%. The innate abilities, she does come armed with sprint +2, havoc of 20%, paralysis immunity, and then the entire skill set. She has frenzy +2, frenzy +3 in Guild Quest, 30% range damage in Guild Quest, 50% killer effect in Guild Quest, the 80% SP boost with Sharpshooter, weakened defense, increased element chance against Soul Reapers, damage to paralyzed enemies of +40% with Debilitator of +5 seconds, and a devastation of 60%. Yeah, exactly what I said. This is basically 1,000-year blower Rukia, but way better. Of course, it's a different killer, so you're not gonna completely, entirely replace this character, but you guys get the point. They really made a mid-month character better. We have yet to dive on into the gameplays, so yeah. And Mask, he's unfortunately the one that a lot of people are going to be disappointed with, because he is yet another GQ NAT character. In my opinion, this should have been the base form, not his Volster and Dish form. Yet, we're getting the best Mask directly, and it is what it is, man. But I'm not too much of a Mask fan, so I don't really care as much. But the most important thing is that this guy is a Stern Ritter killer for Melee and is a booster. We don't have that many NAD units for that GQ in particular, just Sajin with Flurry +3, but we were still lacking a booster. And thankfully, this guy is already filling the role directly. So going into the skill set, yeah. Normal attack damage of 35%, sprint +1, long reach, and guard break. So if you guys want to, you can use them outside of Guild Quests. Flurry +1, Flurry +2 in Guild Quest, 30% melee damage in Guild Quest, 50% kill effect in Guild Quest, with booster, weaken immunity, last ditch, medic, poise, enhancer, and a bruiser of 70%. With this, it's pretty much getting rounded up to 105%, which is pretty good. It's strong, but yeah. The only really wasted skill, it has to be Last Ditch Survivor overall, because in GQ, let's be honest, you're just going to be cleaning out the face as fast as possible, and your best main lead is going to be True Shikai Ichigo. And once you inflict the laceration, the bosses just don't attack. So that's pretty much about it. And the fillers, they could have been a lot better, because in terms of the overall really good fillers that you can pull from here, it's Shunsui and Tensa Zangetsu. Those are pretty much the best ones to get. Rukia to some extent for Espada GQ, even though Kenny just completely one-shots the entire GQ rotation on his own. If you don't have Kenny with the boosters, this character is still going to be nice to get. Zamara is an Link's Law Potion Link, so not the worst. Ginjo, right now he's kind of useless. Valentine's Day Veruca has pretty much fallen off thanks to Grammy, but in the event we do get a new Heart Human unit, and it happens to be pretty cracked, this Ginjo can come back and actually be pretty viable for that character. This Ichigo is just a farmer without the super potion skill, nothing too crazy. Orihime, we talked about this character multiple times. Great off-killer booster, but damn is she being in way too many banners. Tesla and Izuru are just both droplet links. Outside of that, they're pretty much useless. And this is a crown summons, and there are no unfeatured characters. What you get is pretty much the 12 characters, and of course you have the godly format, where you get the guaranteed 5 stars on step 3 and 6. Orbs are way more discounted, and to get to step 10, it's only going to cost around 2,050 orbs compared to 2,200. And step 10 and 20 will guarantee either Candice or Mask. So yeah, 50-50 chance of being able to pull the character you want. And on step 25, you get the pity ticket to be able to guarantee either Mask or Candice. So pretty much the same banner format as the Shinji banner. Definitely a lot less valuable compared to the Shinji banner that we had a couple months ago. I'll definitely say that. It could have been better, but I must say I'm actually pretty impressed with what they did for Candice the most, which we'll get into the gameplay right now. So let's get into it. Alright, starting it off with Candice, let's see what she has to offer. Now, the model is definitely clean, and I love the sparkles around her hand. That is such a cool effect. I wish that a lot of characters had that, I'm not gonna lie. But it's definitely very nicely refined compared to the OG Volster Niche counterpart. Like, I definitely like this. It's definitely a big improvement compared to the one that we got 4 years ago. So, yeah, let's get right into the gameplay. Visuals are definitely really nice. And by the way, she has a brand new SA2 as well, so yeah, let's just go over the overall gameplay. There you go. Her SA1 is going to be a 3K length beam with 1020 width. And then the SA2, on the other hand, watch, hold on.
Here is the second strong
it's a suction vortex, but guess what? After sucking them in, you'll attack with a beam forward. So it's a new type of second strong attack, which is actually really cool. I never thought that they would actually do that. And bro, this should have been Rukia's SA2, if I'm being honest. Just let the character be able to inflict status elements. Let the character have another part to attack, so that way it would be really good. And I think that she could have been a much better character. And yet, here you have a Midmonth character that isn't even at her best doing crazy. Finally, logic, alright. It's actually crazy. No EX move, but honestly speaking, I don't mind that. Oh, let's take a look at Soul Bomb.
That wraps it up.
Yeah, pretty good. I don't mind the lack of an EX move because nowadays you do get EX moves, but for the most part, I'm just never really using them in Guild-Quest. So like, it's just an extra thing to have, unless it's adding value on top of the character, like Kenpachi, Grammy, and Byakuya being able to provide boost, barriers, an extra increase to the total SP, or yeah, you guys get the point. So
and now
yeah.
For Masculine.
Taking a look at Mask. All right, let's see.
Masculine is a speed attribute.
My god, the model. My god, I am definitely gonna say Mask has by far the best model in the entire game. It looks like as if he came out straight out of the anime. He doesn't even look like a chibi character. That's crazy to even think about. Bro, do we really need to see that freaking bulge? Oh geez, some Mask fangirls are actually gonna love that. Just say that much. But yeah, unfortunately this guy is just a normal attack character. If you guys are a fan of this character, I do feel bad for you guys.
Let's see this character in action.
This should have been his base form, not his bolster niche.
But
yeah, let's get to the overall visuals of the character. It doesn't really matter what he does with his strong attacks, like we just want to see him in action.
His normal attacks or his string.
So yeah, the normal attack string is at least okay-ish, but a new Nat string would have been really nice to have because
now for the strong attacks.
SA1 is going to be the shotgun blast, just so you guys know. SA2, on the other hand,
is the second strong
just an AoE around him, so
damage around the character.
I mean, it's okay.
Attack provides a boost and a healing
and then the SA3,
3 deals damage while pushing forward.
It's basically a lunge. He has the same lunge as the new premium Yamamoto, the speed one. So,
Finally,
yeah, the
special
visuals are
move.
nice.
Star
It's great. Now
Blast
let's take a look at the Soul
Nova.
Bomb.
And
They
that
just
wraps
cooked
it up
with
for
that Soul Bomb
masculine.
animation, so, yeah.
And those
Those are the characters. I think that they are really good, and yes, I do believe Candice is on the same level of goodness like the 1000-Year Blower Shinji that we had a couple of months ago. Smasher, what are you talking about? Shinji actually has way more stuff. Weakening, Berserker. Candice doesn't even have a freaking Berserker. For those of you guys that wish to understand how the performance calcs are pretty much done on Las Noches, I recommend going onto my Oetsu video and pretty much read through Akihiro's comment, since he is the creator of the Las Noches website and he'll have everything explained there. So shout out to him. Thank you for having everything completely clarified. Definitely appreciated. Much love. And once again for Candice, for those that actually want to take a look at everything else, yeah, that's the Strong Attack Kit info. 850 times 2500 with the Havoc. It gets translated into 1020 with 3k length beam. SA2 625, that gets turned into 750. That's the suction vortex part, and then the 3k length beam once again with the same width, and then the SA3 is full screen. So there you guys go. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I think that Candice is perfect as is. Sure, the lack of Berserker is definitely going to be noticeable, but for most of the content like co-op, Sinkamon, I don't think she's going to have too much of a problem regardless. Like, if you want to use this character in co-op, it's not going to stop you. Like, she at least has Frenzy +2 with the 80% SP boost, and content has become much easier. In Limit Breaker Quest, you definitely need to have the bare minimum rules of just being a mind character with melee damage, no killer effect, and of course, the enemies need to be Soul Reapers to even take advantage of that. But unfortunately, this is not a Limit Breaker Quest character, a Kill Quest character. And Mask, again, would have preferred that this was his base form and we got his Volsterndish form later to be an SP character, but whatever, it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, hit the bell notification so that way you guys are up to date with my most recent videos and all that good stuff. So take care, lads. Bye. Sayonara. Ciao, ciao.